So this is why women flirt with you and then ignore you. Keep watching. Welcome back. My name is Jessica. This is my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to figure out why some women flirt with you only to turn around and ignore you when you respond. Get this, guys. So women are very interesting creatures, right? But before we get into that, you need to understand exactly how women flirt, so you can put things in perspective. What I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to highlight 3 things. Number 1, a few signs that a woman is flirting with you. Number 2, why she flirts with you and then turns around to ignore you. And number 3, how to effectively deal with such a situation. So let's jump real quick into things women do when they're flirting with you. For those of you who are not so sure, just keep receiving so many mixed signals that you just don't know what to do with it, okay? Number 1 is she's touchy-feely with you, all right? Always looking for an opportunity to reach out and touch any part of your body. You know, she would usually do this in a playful way, while laughing, while telling jokes, etc. Number 2, she compares your hand sizes. And I know this is really weird, but have you ever heard her say something like, wow, your hands are so much bigger than mine? Well, for some reason, women tend to like men who have bigger hands because it depicts manliness, strength, domination, and protection. Hint, hint. Number 3, she makes a lot of eye contact with you. When someone likes you, your gazes tend to meet more often than not when you're in the same space. It's like one party is always looking to see if the other party finds them as attractive as they do them. It's a fire sign, I tell you. Once that keeps happening, you should shoot your shot. Number 4, she sends you sexy pictures of herself. So there may be times that the pictures will be even unsolicited. Do you think that there's no one else in the world that she can send them to? Think again. Number 5, she comes over late at night. Trust me, if a girl doesn't want anything to do with you at all, she'll never make herself available to you, especially late at night. If you're with a girl that doesn't mind coming over and spending the night or coming over to you when it's really, really late, she may be sending you signals that you may have overlooked. I'm just saying. Number 6, when she wants to cuddle. Listen, get this straight. If she doesn't want anything to do with you, she sure as hell ain't cuddling with you, right? So take note of that. Number 7, when she straddles you. When a woman wants something from you, something intimate, she'll straddle you. It doesn't get more obvious than that. Number 8, when she admits she's dreamt about you. Now, this is the oldest trick in the book. If it's not a lie, it actually means that she thought about you enough before she went to bed to take you into her dreams. Usually, when you really like people, you think about them, you dream about them, and that's just the way it is. She likes you enough. Number 9, she asked you for your phone number. Now, beyond for business purposes, women will hardly go out of their way to ask a guy for his number. A lot of women shy away from this because it makes them come across as cheap, etc. So if a woman you just met is doing that, it could be a green light for you to flirt back and nail it. Now, these obviously aren't the only things that indicate a woman is flirting with you, but will give you a good sense of what's happening when she actually is, okay? So you can't play that whole dumb card. Great. So now that we've removed all doubt, let's talk about why women overtly flirt with you and then also ignore you. Really confusing. Number 1, she just might be playing games, okay? Now know this, some girls just aren't looking for boyfriends and aren't interested in serious relationships. Their flirting is simply a way to pass time, to have fun with no strings attached kind of thing. You know, they like to play these games and enjoy seeing men chasing them around. If this sounds like her, then you need to stay away and mind your own business. Okay. Number 2, she wants to be friends only. That might be a reason she's ignoring you. Once again, there are women and girls who play this kind of game. You know, their attraction is clearly sexual. They want to be intimate with you, but they make it clear that they're not looking for anything more than fun and friendship. If you're down with that too, then try treating her like a close friend and see if she reacts positively. Number 3, you aren't trying hard enough to woo her or to get her attention. So maybe you just aren't doing enough, you know? You probably are just being nice and complimentary, but also trying to be yourself, right? I think you should try adding a little bit more energy, a little bit more effort, you know? Be a little more engaging. You may actually catch her off guard and make her notice you and realize that, look, you're a great candidate. She's someone she can mess with. Only do this if you're actually interested, though. She's making the first move in this case to let you know that she's interested. So why don't you just take a hint? Number 4, she has feelings for you, but is scared of rejection. So there are many reasons that may cause a girl to flirt with you, but then suddenly ignore you when you respond, including being scared of rejection. She's testing the waters by flirting a little bit. If you don't respond or meet her with the same energy, she'll back off. Women tease men of being scared of rejection. Meanwhile, women are terrified creatures when it comes to relationships and rejection. Double standards. She'd rather keep her thoughts and feelings to herself than get rejected by a guy. Number 5, you're not on the same relationship page. She might flirt with you, but reject you when she realizes that you're not on the same page in terms of how you feel. Some women are only looking for casual encounters, and others are looking for long-term relationships. If she realizes that all you're looking for is, say, a fling, while she's looking for something more permanent, all her attempts at flirting up until this point was to try to send you a strong message that she likes you and wants something more. Some women will even expect to have a fling with you in hopes that maybe, you'll find her worthy enough to offer her a long-term relationship. When that's not forthcoming, however, she's not going to stick around. Number 6, you're uncomfortable with your intentions. Yes, maybe you're not sure what you want or what your intentions are. If you don't have a clear intention about whether you want to be in a relationship with her, she'll most likely see right through you after your first few encounters. Maybe you're considering dating, but haven't decided who you want to be with yet. When she realizes you're not with her in that true sense of the word, she'll get the message and start blowing cold, back off. Number 7, she's being nice to you to make someone else jealous. Now, this is a big one. As sick and perhaps unfair as it may sound, some women simply flirt to make other guys jealous. If you're at an event where there's a guy whose attention she's trying to get, right? She most likely will begin flirting with you, making you the scapegoat. This simply is in a bid to get the guy to notice her. Understand this, that this could be a guy whose attention she's seeking, but may not be getting it the way she wants to. So she'll end up flirting with you to elicit a reaction from him. Sorry, buddy, but you're just being used. If you find yourself in such a situation, I've got a couple of things that you need to do to turn the tide, and I'll list them now, not many. Number 1, change your approach, okay? The best thing is for you to just be yourself when you talk to her. If you're too nervous or unsure of yourself, then she's not going to feel comfortable to talk to you. So just be your usual self in conversation with her, see what happens. Ask more questions instead of making statements. Don't worry about what you're going to say. Just go with the flow. Have fun, A great way to keep the conversation going is by asking her for her opinion on different things. For example, if you're talking about a movie, ask her how she feels about the movie, whether she liked it or not. That's a great way to see, where her mind is at, where her interests lie, and also to build a conversation or have a good conversation. Number 2, be direct. So sometimes you need to make your intentions clear as a guy. The worst thing that you can do is play games back and forth with each other for weeks and maybe even months, only to end up in the same place where you started. It's time for her to know your intentions so that she can know whether she wants you or not. Your best bet is to be direct about your intentions. In other words, to tell her what you want, i.e., if you want a relationship or not, without beating about the bush. If she's not interested in you, she'll tell you that, whether by her actions or through her words. If she doesn't say anything and just continues trying to get your attention, then it's a sign that she's not interested in having a serious relationship with you. It also means that she might be playing games with other guys as well. Number 3, and finally, find common ground and show your true personality. Now, the best way to get a girl's attention is by being yourself, having fun. Talking about interesting things. If you can't think of anything to talk about with her, then find common ground. Music, for instance, if you share an interest in music, or movies, for instance. Hobbies or interests are good places to start. If you like to go in depth, I actually have a video that gives you 32 conversation starters that I think you'll find beneficial. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. So here are my final thoughts, okay? People treat you the way you allow them to treat you. The minute you realize a girl who's been flirting with you has just been doing that for game's sake and you're not rolling with that, right? You need to remove yourself from that equation. especially if that's not what you seek. And also, if she's still not forthcoming after you've made your intentions clear, walk away and find someone who will value you, okay? I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, kindly share it with another guy. I'm sure he'll find it beneficial as well. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.